Thank you very much, Rose.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And thank all of you for coming out tonight. It's really been a privilege to work with Rose and build a relationship with Vera over the last 10 years. And that relationship is that much more important to me now that I'm on the county council. I want to introduce a few other people, my council colleagues. Rose mentioned Councilmember Larry Phillips and Councilmember Julia Patterson.
I'm Joan, that's Rose.
I'm sorry. Mayor McGilton. Mayor McGilton. Councilmember Bob Ferguson and Councilmember Larry Gossett. And sort of awake after being in the legislature until 10 o'clock, 10:30 last night, and then working a full day at her day job today. I think Cody just stepped up, but I think Cody was here earlier as well. And I do know that Tukwila City Council member Verna Seal is with us tonight, and I'm sure I've forgotten somebody else. If you can slip that name to Verna, she'll make the introduction as well before when I step away. I want to also thank Mr. Davenport and Doug Carroll for having us here at the bowling alley tonight here in White Center. It's great to be here supporting the local business and engaging in the community. Besides, it was important to me to do something a little different than the typical stand around, sip a glass of wine, and eat some cheese and crackers. So I hope you get a chance to bowl when you're here too. Almost a year ago, I started my campaign, announced my campaign, and kicked off my campaign for the county council. And when I did that, I said that I wanted to work on issues like environmental protection, transportation, and human services. Those are the very issues that King County provides those frontline services on today. And this week, I've been on the council for 6 months, and in that time, I've already developed accomplishments that I can be quite proud of. In transportation, we have not only completed the funding package and secured the final agreements, but actually broken ground on the South Park Bridge. Vitally important to South Park and Georgetown, but also as you learn more about it, it's more than 20,000 people who use the bridge a day, and the industrial connections as well. So, great accomplishment there. Environmentally, not only have I been able to work with the council to pass the Shorelines Master Program, the first comprehensive review of shoreline protections in King County since they were created 30 years ago, but also was able to sponsor the legislation of the council for the county to purchase the former gravel mine on Maury Island. Yeah. And more than a dozen-year battle, that we actually arrived at an agreement to purchase the site from the previous owners, and now that land is set aside as parkland for King County. A fantastic accomplishment. And on human services, we have authorized for the August ballot the renewal of the Veterans and Human Services Levy. I'll be working hard for that levy, which is a renewal of the existing levy to maintain those vital services, particularly in this great recession, for veterans and others relying on those funds to support human services throughout King County. But we have so much more to do. While King County has positioned itself quite well, thanks to our budget chair, Julia Patterson, we have continued work to make sure that the county budget is sustainable. And I look forward to engaging with Julia and my council colleagues in doing just that. We have further backing for environmental protections throughout the county. Most importantly, perhaps right now, is transit. We have the legislature has given us the opportunity to enact a $20 congestion relief fee. That will give us the opportunity to fund about 200,000 hours of bus service across King County that would otherwise have to be eliminated. Let's be clear, there will still be cuts to Metro service, but we need to make sure that people can get to work, can get to the doctor, can get to wherever they're going throughout our region. And one way to do that is to make sure that we're supporting Metro as best we can. So those are some of the challenges and opportunities that I want to continue working on the County Council. I thank you so much for your support thus far and ask for your continued support. And a couple of people who have provided significant support for me for years that I want to make sure I introduce this evening are my parents, Terry and Jim McDermott, Mom and Dad McDermott. And I also want to introduce my partner, Michael, whose love and support makes everything possible. Thank you so much, Mom and Dad, Michael, and everyone for coming out to support me thus far, and I ask for your continued support for my re-election campaign. Trust me, I look forward to having a 4-year term and not having to do this again next year.